Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gaming Weekly. If you want to listen to a very embarrassing, a very humiliating story, well, this is going to be the video for you. What happened just a couple of days ago, very unbelievable, when a man took out his AK47. Now, you would think an AK47, that would probably end badly, but it did not. What happened was, and it was quite funny, a man took out his AK47 just because the Little Caesars workers, the staff members, told him that he's got to wait 10 minutes for his pizza. So yes, a man pulled out his own gun just because he was very impatient. We're going to go and talk about that in this very, very unordinary video. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. We have gotten to the point where it actually happened just a few days ago. We gotten to the point where people are now going to be aiming so they don't have to wait for their pizza or their food. So a Tennessee man threatened the Little Caesars restaurant staff members with his AK-47 just because they told him to wait for 10 minutes. Wait a second. So you're going to tell me that you're going to pull out your gun just because they told you to wait 10 minutes? I mean, you gotta be absolutely kidding me. What is wrong with this man? Anyhow, the article states, quote, a Tennessee man threatened employees of a Little Caesars restaurant with an AK-47 because he had to wait for his pizza, police told local outlets. Charles Douglas Doty Jr., 63, of Knoxville, Tennessee, ordered a pepperoni pizza at the store on November 19th. Now, employees told him that his order would take 10 minutes to make, and he became upset and demanded a free order of breadsticks, WBIR reported. He went outside to wait for his order and returned shortly after with an AK-47, demanding that the employees give him his order immediately, police said, according to WATE. He noticed an employee who was trying to leave the store and stopped him, asking where in the hell he thought he was going. WVLT reported. A woman who already had received her order gave her pizza to Doty in hopes that he would leave, WVLT reported. The employee he confronted ran to the back of the store and called 911, WBIR reported, but Doty left before police arrived. So this is unbelievable. So according to this, looks like some woman who decided to give her own pizza to this guy in hopes that he was going to leave, and he did. But they already called the police officers, the staff members, and thankfully the police took care of it. The article goes on to say, Kimberly Smith, a former employee of the restaurant who was working that night, told WVLT that she was, quote, shocked this happened over a $6 pizza. I was taking care of a female customer and she was just getting ready to leave, then he gets the gun, Smith told WVLT. He pointed at me saying, where's my blank pizza? I want my pizza. Doty was later arrested and charged with 4 counts of aggravated assault and 1 count of especially aggravated kidnapping, multiple outlets reported. He was taken into custody on a bond of $90,000, WATE reported. So it's unbelievable that it happened, but here's the video.
One man allegedly went too far when he was told his Little Caesars pizza was not hot and ready, pulling an AK-47 on employees and demanding his food ASAP.
He points the gun up, points it at me, where's my pizza? I want my pizza now.
Kimberly Morell told a local news station in Knoxville, Tennessee, that it was her first day on the job. The hangry customer, identified by police as 53-year-old Charles Doty Jr., reportedly became upset when he was told he would have to wait 10 minutes for a pepperoni pizza. Morell says he left the store, went to his car, and came back with the weapon.
Disbelief that someone would do that over a 10-minute wait on a $6 pizza.
Another customer in the store who had gotten her pepperoni pizza reportedly gave it over to Doty, and that was enough to make him leave. The employees called the police, who tracked him down and arrested him.
We are not always hot and ready. Never freaking listen to that. We are not always hot and ready.
Doty is reportedly charged with aggravated kidnapping and 4 counts of aggravated assault. He is in jail on a $90,000 bond scheduled to appear in court Monday. For Inside Edition.
Well, folks, here are my thoughts when it comes to this very, very unordinary story. For $6, this guy decided to pull out his AK-47 just because he was told to wait 10 minutes. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. You're gonna go out for pizza, you're gonna pick up the pizza, you're gonna be waiting for 10 minutes. What's the big deal in that? I mean, don't you understand that pizza sometimes is gonna take longer than 10 minutes at times as well, but it's gonna take some time to get your pizza. This guy, what was he expecting? For them to walk in and that pizza magically appear in his face and he was gonna take it from there? This guy was expecting probably the pizza to be hot and ready. I mean, it's Little Caesars, hot and ready, we get that, but that's just a slogan. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. There is no way that this guy was thinking that he was gonna walk into the store and it was gonna be hot and ready, unless you actually download the app, and this is, by the way, not me promoting them by any stretch of the imagination, but it's true. I mean, if you download the app and you can order at your home, and, you know, you can place the time, and then you can just walk in and get your pizza. I mean, he could have done that. He really could have. He actually got the app. But nonetheless, though, he was believing that his pizza was going to be already ordered right then and there when he walked into the restaurant. But I wonder if it was worth it. I mean, think about it for just a second. Was it really worth it? $90,000 bond, and he's going to be going to jail. He was reprimanded by the police officers. I mean, if you really think about it, I'm not even quite sure if it was worth it. This guy pulled out his AK-47 for a $6 pizza. $6, number one. And number two, just because he had to wait for 10 minutes. Sometimes I am so baffled at these stories that I sit back and wonder, is this really going on? I mean, there's no way that there's any human being out there that is going to pull out a gun just because he was told to wait for its pizza. And lo and behold, we are here reading this article and understanding this story. We already saw the video. What was funny, I kind of noticed, was that the worker that we saw earlier in the video, she had a grin on her face. She wasn't scared, she wasn't petrified, she wasn't traumatized. She was actually laughing. And listen, to her credit, it kind of is funny. I mean, if you put it in perspective, the fact that a guy pulled out his AK-47 just because he wanted to wait, or just because he didn't want to wait. Anyhow, we're gonna go and watch one more video concerning this little news story that actually took place a few days ago. Check it out.
New at midday, workers at a Little Caesars in Knoxville reportedly had a terrifying encounter with a customer armed with an AK-47 rifle. This is the man police arrested, Charles Donnie Jr. He had apparently gone to the Little Caesars store in Cedar Bluff Road last night around 9 o'clock to order a pepperoni pizza. Well, according to Knoxville police, the restaurant told him it would take 10 minutes to make, and he got upset, demanding free breadsticks, then going outside to wait. Workers, they told police he came back in with a rifle in hand, pointing it at them, demanding his pizza right then. A victim who had also ordered a pepperoni pizza handed it to Dottie. Police say surveillance video shows that along the way, Dottie stopped a worker from leaving, confronting him in the lobby. Dottie is charged with multiple counts of aggravated assault and aggravated kidnapping.
So, yep, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally living in a world where we can say this. A man pulled out a gun just because he was told he had to wait 10 minutes for his pizza. And was it worth it? He has a $90,000 bond. If you ask me, that absolutely was not worth it. But anyhow, I gotta say that this has got to be the most bizarre story that I've read probably all year long. Well, actually, there's been a lot of different bizarre stories that I've been reading all year long, but this definitely has taken the cake so far. A man taking out his AK-47 just because he was told to wait 10 minutes at Little Caesars. If he was actually told to wait 10 minutes, can you imagine how he must be feeling? What would he do if he was told to, I don't know, wait 15 minutes for his Chinese food? Can you imagine that? Imagine how horrible that must be. Probably one of the worst experiences ever for this guy to do and actually wait. This guy is so immature, and this guy will pull out all the stops just so he can get whatever he wants at that moment. Listen, Little Caesars, it's in the name, it's in the slogan, it's hot and ready, but like the worker said in the news article, or at least in the news video, she said that you don't have to necessarily take that to fruition. It's not necessarily true. Why? Because Little Caesars doesn't magically, give you pizzas whenever you walk into the door. For this man to, well, for some reason to pull out his AK-47 just because he was told to wait 10 minutes, it is blasphemous. I mean, I don't know. What do you say here? I have no idea. Anyhow, trying to think if there's anything else, ladies and gentlemen. All I know is I'm flabbergasted over the fact that this actually happened. A guy decided to pull out his AK-47 just because he was told to wait 10 minutes at Little Caesars. Yeah, pretty bizarre and pretty unorthodox. Anyhow, everyone, I guess we're going to go and sign off here, part of the Gaming Weekly. This is going to be quite interesting, what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks and really the next couple of, the next month, December being the final month of 2021. The Gaming Weekly has a lot in store for December, but we cannot wait because 2022 is going to be a hot year for the Gaming Weekly. But nonetheless, going back to this topic, we finally can say, yes, a guy pulled out an AK-47 just so he doesn't have to wait 10 minutes for its pizza. We can finally say that, folks. It finally happened. Thanks for joining us. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.